I wore a suit every day. That suit also made me really sick, and I got really sick at one point. I was overworked and stressed and didn't have a mentor, and so there's a big story there. But moving forward, I opened 3 businesses. We had a lot of success. My husband's very successful. We have a nice life. And so I was not looking at this for an income opportunity. I was looking at this because I had health challenges. And just about everybody I know now seems to have some sort of a health challenge, yes? There's a health crisis, and Jeremy talked about that a little bit. But so I, in my early 20s, was sick. I was working my butt off, and I didn't have anyone tell me to slow down, and I got really sick. And had some really tragic experiences in the hospital. Later to have my entire, I hear about digestive issues in every single room. I had my entire colon removed because of my challenges. And I just didn't want to live with that anymore. So in order to have a family and have a better quality of life, we took my colon out. So before my colon came out, we were consuming all kinds of synthetic treatments to make me feel better, to hide some of the pain, to calm the symptom. And then post-colon, I was still taking about half. So my quality of life did get better without my colon. You guys always get really quiet when I start talking about this. It's okay, I'm okay. I'm okay now. But my quality of life did get better without my colon. But I was still having complications. And so I looked over a period of 10 years for something more holistic and more natural so that I didn't have to feel these complications. And I was able to have 3 awesome kids, right? I have a nice life. But I drank aloe vera juice for years at a time. Anyone? I drank antioxidants. I ate yogurt. I had probiotics. Anyone probiotics? I used to ship mine out of Texas, and they used to come in a cooler, so they were cold, and I had to put them right in the fridge, and I took those every day for years and years and years. But nothing ever really helped, really, until this. And every sign pointed to this company. Integrity, how clean the food was, the testimonials I was hearing. And now I have a funny story I'm going to insert. Is that okay? I'm okay without my phone. You can laugh. It's funny now. We better talk about that later. But
I've never gotten that objection.
You've never had that objection. That's not an objection we'll talk about on Sunday when I do objections. But so I thought I had my out. You know, I thought typical salesperson, he's going to try to sell me something. But in the 10 minutes that we spent together, I was really intrigued by what he was talking about because I knew in my head I had health challenges. And then found out later this was a cellular. This wasn't an organ-specific cleanse. And that was like music to my ears. I had never heard of something that wasn't organ-specific. This wasn't a liver cleanse, a kidney cleanse. So I said no to Herb Cepeda for a good year and a half. And he is my sponsor now. But I will tell you what made me pull the trigger. You want the truth? Okay, 18 months. I said no to Herb. 18 months, I wasn't ready. I had 3 kids. I had 3 businesses. I was nursing the baby still. I was busy. I'm like, there's no way I can do this. But a year and a half later, my 6-month-old then, now is 2, and she was in preschool. And I ran into my friend, and she was smoking hot. And that's all it takes for us women, isn't it? Laura looked freaking awesome. And she was a friend. This is how I describe you, Laura. I'm so excited because she's here tonight. But I ran into her at gymnastics for our kids. She looked great. But she's a woman that's well-respected. She lives in a gorgeous home. They're successful as a couple. They have 2 beautiful kids. She runs a triathlete group. And so I really respect her. And when she was smoking hot at the same time, I'm like, what are you doing? I got to know. And she said to me, I don't care where you get it, but you've got to start this thing. It's called Isagenix. Laura, will you stand? I'm so happy you're here. I don't mean to embarrass you. Stand up. Yay! So when you guys hear me talk about Laura, she's the reason I pulled the trigger. And we started to talk a little bit, and I said to her, you know, you're a good friend, and I'm so excited for you, and I have looked at this program for a year and a half, and it is the one I want to do, and you just validated it for me in your look. I wanted it for my health. And I said to her, I can't believe I have to do this to you, but I've got to go back to the man that initially introduced this to me a year and a half ago, and I have to enroll with him. You know, it's funny, we laugh, Laura, but I didn't know they were like top in the world. I had no idea. So that was fun, but Laura and I have obviously remained friends, and the rest is history. So I'm glad to see you here, because I still get a hold of her and say, come to the event. So here we are, but that's when I said yeah. So that was a little side note story, but can we talk about the money now? Yeah. Laura does not want to hear this, okay?